And welcome to Manning Field for Division IV North Championship Final, St. Mary's. And you're used to seeing them in the white, but in the blue, excuse me, but they're in the white today because they're actually the visitors. They're the number 2 seed. Mystic Valley is the number 1 seed. Both won a couple of games to get here. St. Mary's beat Rockport and Bishop Fenwick. Mystic Valley beat Austin Prep and Lynn Tech. The winner will move on to the Eastern Mass Final, 1 game away from a state championship. Nat Gallego is in net for St. Mary's. Nicholas Sokolovic. And we just, very unusual, they turned in a roster, and they turned a roster with no numbers. And I said, how can you turn a roster in with no numbers? I understand not turning a roster in, but if you turn a roster in, it's got to have numbers on it. So we just now sending it down. They had to give him, coach had to give him to the official scorer down on the field. And they just now came up. One of our camera people did a great job going down. Actually, went down twice because he went down the first time and asked the coach. And the coach said, I already gave him to somebody at the scores table. He didn't help much. So now I can read St. Mary's numbers extremely well. The problem we're going to have is reading some of the Mystic Valley numbers because they are a little bit light on the back of the red shirts. They took Nolan Perez down. They tip it in play. Oliveira getting it to the net. They bobbled it momentarily, but Sokolovic was able to grab it and hold on. He'll kick it away. Well, the first shot on net goes to Diego de Oliveira. That's it to the middle. De Oliveira looking for the pass for George. And a little too far out in front of him. Goes to the goaltender and he'll kick it away. Busy day here at Manning Field. This is the 3rd game of the day. Booting high and deep past midfield. Off a head, off another head. And off a 3rd head after it took a bounce. LeBrun knocks it way up in the air. Mystic trying to hold on, and he slipped, fell, lost the ball, out of bounds. Knocked deep. George looking to go for it, got bumped off the play, no call. He got knocked down. Alex Ma was the one that knocked him down. De Oliveira dumps it in. Perez to Perez, lead pass for De Oliveira. And Sokolovic comes out and grabs it. They bang it off Mystic Valley. St. Mary's collects. George tips it ahead. popped up, trying to knock it deep. They kind of fanned on it. Now they knock it deep. Kevin Perez, all he could do was try to get out in front. He saw two red shirts coming at him. All he could do was try to get a quick shot off. He got his foot on it, but he hit it high up over the net and didn't know how to play. St. Mary's were the Catholic Central League champions this year. They're looking for their 19th win of the season. Broken up a couple of times. Mystic Valley finally clears it away and knocks it upfield. Not an easy day out there. It is ice cold. Broken up by St. Mary's and they clear it away. Headed back by Mystic Valley. St. Mary's takes it away. They knock it deep. George looking to get out in front. Takes the shot and it goaltender just got a piece of it and tipped it just wide. It still, with the tip, it almost went in the near post. Just slid by the near post. George battling all the way downfield with Ma, the defender. They overshot the runway. St. Mary's with it. Trying to knock it back, they knock it behind the net and out of play. St. Mary's not used to wearing these white shirts here at Manning Field. They usually wear their blue. De Oliveira takes it to the middle. Shot went off George. I think De Oliveira was trying to get that shot to the net. Perez breaks up the play. And they're calling it off Perez. They knock it deep. St. Mary's gets there first. They throw it to the net. At the side of the net, Sokolovic makes the save. Boots it high in the air. Knocked down, Mystic Valley collects. They knock it deep. Mackey is there to break up that would-be pass. Mystic Valley hustles, trying to throw it in front. It got blocked by St. Mary's and knocked out. Crowd has been huge here at Manning Field all day for these soccer games. Deflected out by St. Mary's. Mystic Valley will get a corner kick. St. Mary's, we mentioned, they beat Rockport, they beat Bishop Fenwick, they beat a very good Burke team. They knock it in. Deflected a couple of times. I think it was number 8. I think it was Lucas Dreos. It came out. They had a point-blank shot. The defense, I think it was Mackey, made the save and kicked it away, but put right on the foot of Dreos, and he knocked it in. We'll see how close I am when they announce it. So for the first time in the tournament, St. Mary's is behind. Mackey trying to keep it alive. Mystic Valley comes up with it. Perez ahead. Thanks to phone. They put it high in the air. It's going to go out of play. De Oliveira will take the throw into Perez. Longs to Fong. From long range, shoots it high and wide and off to the right and out of play. So 8. One of the few times I've been right this year. Got the deflection, point blank, and Gallego had no chance whatsoever to block it. Down the far side. Trying to throw it in front. Knocked down. They take the shot and they throw it high up over the net and out of play off Thong Safong. They're letting him play a little bit there. Perez went over the back and knocked the player down. They knock it deep. They knock it away. Headed out by Mystic Valley. Trying to tip it to the net, and before it can get to the goaltender, it got kicked away by Mystic Valley. Nolan Perez will take the throw in. And it goes out again off Mystic Valley. Launch the phone with the shot. Again, he left a little bit of a rebound, was able to grab it quickly. Bearing down on him was Kevin Perez. We got a whistle. I don't know, late whistle after a couple of seconds. You know, Steve Nguyen looked at the official like, what happened? They give St. Mary's a free kick from the 35. Nolan Perez will take it. I didn't see any collision or anybody getting a hand on it, but the official saw something and blew the whistle. That goes a mile in the air. They missed the header. Gets popped up. It's going to go out of play. Up into the seats. St. Mary's will make a substitution. Kevin Perez is going out. Matt Conley replaced him. Knocked out again. Now they're calling it off St. Mary's. And that one, Mystic Valley threw it in quickly, but they said no. Two officials didn't get together. The official upfield pointed Mystic Valley way. The guy who was the closest, the official was closest to the play, said it went out off Mystic Valley. Mystic Valley fans were not happy. They take De Oliveira down. Not quite a corner kick, a little closer, up a little further, a little better angle. Dead even with the goal line from the near side. He boots it way over everything and out of play. Little too much foot into that one. One nothing Mystic Valley here, as we're just about 15 minutes into this first half. They scored on a scramble out in front. They got a couple of shots. It was the third shot by Lucas Drejos that went in. They knock it into the St. Mary's bench area. A little different with St. Mary's too. They have the bench off to the right side on your camera. They usually have the bench on the left side because they're either home or, up until this point, the higher seed. But now they're wearing, even though they're wearing white, that's the visitors' uniform in these tournaments. And they get the visitors' bench. St. Mary's picks it off. Mystic Valley picks off the clearing pass. Trying to lead pass, broken up to get it back. Broken up again by St. Mary's. Mystic Valley holds on. St. Mary's takes it away, and they bang it out off Mystic Valley. Good job by George. They tip it to the net. George gets blocked off and knocked down. That's the second time he's run into Marr. He was half a step away from getting a good shot on. How it goes out off St. Mary's. They're letting them play a little bit here with bodies going down. Skips by everybody. Mystic Valley winds up with it. Broken up again. Bodies go down, no call. Coming to the near side. Broken up by Conley. Picked off by Perez. De Oliveira in the middle. Looking for Thongstafong. A little slow dribbler that Mystic Valley was able to block and knock away. Popped up. Sliding, taken away. Thongstafong. Trying to knock it deep. Blocked. De Oliveira gets it to the near side. They're not going to be able to save it. It's going to go out of play. De Oliveira with a nice shift. Try to get in the middle. Got blocked. De Oliveira gets it, knocks it high in the air, way over everything. A mile out of play. St. Mary's takes it away. And bodies go down. They're going to call that one. St. Mary's going to get a free kick. Coming from just about the 20-yard line. I think this is De Oliveira taking the kick. Everybody breaking. get it to the net. Sokolovic went high in the air. Might have been Perez or Nicolo that was going by him, looking for the header to knock it in. He went high in the air and picked it off. Out off Mystic Valley. Trying to send George in again. Sokolova came over, knocked it down so George couldn't get it, and then dove on it like he was dropping on top of a fumble. George has been a step or half a step shy of going in alone. Mackey knocks it ahead. De Oliveira, his pass picked off. Upfield. Hustling and knocking it away was Mackey. Mystic Valley coming back. Knocking it deep. O'Brien knocks it away. Halfway through and counting this first half, 1-0 Mystic Valley. Deflected a couple of times. St. Mary's takes it away. Perez trying to knock it deep. And sliding and knocking it out is Mystic Valley. St. Mary's is the last of 5 Lynn teams that made the tournament. Tech boys, St. Mary's girls, St. Mary's boys all won games. Classical girls, classical boys also made the tournament. 5 of the 8, which is pretty good. They walked in, got by one, and hustling and covering up. Goes to Gallego, he'll grab it and hold on. It was LeBrun that was hustling up. They got by the last defender, looked like they might walk in. LeBrun came over and broke up the play. Blocked. Mystic gets it back. LeBrun ahead. De Oliveira taken down nicely on a little cross body block by Ma. Mystic Valley has had it for a while in the St. Mary's end the last few minutes. And they break it up. They knocked it back, try to get it back to the defense. Ian Schofield, and it bounced by him. De Oliveira gets through a couple. They try to push it through when it was behind him. De Oliveira took it away and knocked it out. They had a couple of nice little moves. It got loose. I think it was Jaws that tried to give him a little behind the back pass to lead him in. It got bumped around and nobody could get a foot on it. De Oliveira finally did, but he knocked it out of play. Conley's going to get called for the takedown. He was looking for the ball. Instead, he took down Steve Nguyen. They got to call Mystic Valley for running in. There was a little bit of a collision. They called on Mystic Valley. St. Mary's will get a free kick. Perez will take it. Knocks it deep. And the goaltender, Sokolovic, will come out and play it. There's a couple of white shirts bearing down. High, booming kick out past midfield. Perez couldn't knock it down. St. Mary's knocks it away. Blocked and taken away by St. Mary's. And too far ahead for De Oliveira in the middle. Alex Stephon knocked away from behind. Got a head on it to George. George got grabbed and pulled down. No call. I'm trying to determine how they determine what constitutes a free kick and what doesn't. Knocked out by Mystic Valley. They literally just got a piece of George that spun him around and knocked him down. Trying to knock it deep, it got headed away, but pushed back. Niccolo couldn't push it ahead, and it got broken up. Now Perez takes it away. They pushed it by LeBrun, and there's a real collision. Mackey coming over to make the play. I don't believe they're calling it on Mackey. The Mystic Valley player wrapped him around the neck and put a little horse collar on him and threw him down. Shot high over the net. Substitutions first for Mystic Valley. High kick to the 35-yard line. Stephon was there. I'm not sure now what they're calling. I guess if you don't know what they're calling, you say, we'll do it over again. So Mackey will kick it away again. I guess one of the officials was over at the St. Mary's bench for something. That was the reason for the do-over. Kicked it up. It bounced in front of Conley. He went up to try and get a head on it, and it just kind of breezed off his head out of play, and Mystic Valley gets the throw in. De Oliveira ahead to George. They tip it to Conley. Back to George. De Oliveira headed toward the net, headed away by the defense, and they knock it away. O'Brien got a head on it and kept it alive. Mystic Valley took it away. And now we got a takedown. And again, they're calling it on St. Mary's. Headed back by St. Mary's. Mackey is back there to knock it away and knock it out of play. Coming down the near side. Longstafon gets run into. And they gave me a yellow card. Much to the chagrin of the Mystic Valley fans. Anthony Penta Russo. Give me the lamp. Give me the lamp. I don't know if they call St. Mary's offside, but the kick will be coming from the 4-yard line. Popped high in the air, headed away. Trying to get the shot off was Perez. He got too much foot into it, knocked it over everything out of play. Ten minutes and counting left in this one, in this first half. St. Mary's trailing 1-0 to Mystic Valley. Connolly pops it up in the middle. Perez, nice little shift, gets around, gets it ahead to Thongstafong. Down the near side, cutting it inside. Check from behind, taken away. Perez gets it back. Couldn't get the shot off. They were in a position where they might have, but couldn't get it off. Throwing it to the middle. Blocked. De Oliveira trying to walk in. Perez takes a shot. Blocked. Throws it again. Sliding by with a couple of white shirts. George was sitting right in the middle of the net. Sokolovic made a great save sliding. If he gets by him, George is going to have an easy tap in. They get by one, can't get by two. Mackey is here to take it away and clear it away. And they clear it away again. This time they clear it out into the St. Mary's bench area. Tip. St. Mary's trying to knock it deep. They were trying to send George in again. Mystic Valley knocks it away. Trying to throw it to the net, and there's Sokolovic coming out of the net again, off to his left, squeezing it. Ooh, muff kick. Tip. St. Mary's with the shot. Dead center, right into the midsection of Sokolovic. LeBron knocks it away. That was De Oliveira with that rocket. Trying to get through. Can't. Blocked. We're going to see Mary's play it down. Nicole Gagnon, the trainer, quickly out to check on him. 6:16 left in this first half. Mystic Valley leading at 1-0. There was a scramble out in front. Shot got blocked. A dead shot with Gallego virtually out of the net. And the defense made the stop, knocked the ball away. When they tried to clear it, they put it right on the foot of Drejos. And Lucas Drejos had a wide open net to knock it in. And that's the difference right now, 1-0 Mystic Valley. And let's hope the St. Mary's player is going to be okay. Seems to be walking under his own power, so hopefully he'll be back. St. Mary's breaks it up. They break it up again. And they break it up again, but they knock it out of play. Knock it clear across field. Mystic Valley hustling to keep it in. St. Mary's breaks it up. Mystic gets it back. Out in front, Gallego goes high in the air, makes the catch. If he bobbles it at all, there's a red shirt almost making contact with him. He was that close. I think it was Misbah. Ball gets kicked out of play. Five minutes and counting. Actually 5:06 and counting as Mystic Valley's leading at 1-0. And we're going to timeout down in the field. We're back in play with Mystic Valley leading at 1-0. St. Mary's breaks it up. Mystic gets it back. St. Mary's breaks it up again. Mystic Valley almost got it back again. And they're calling it against St. Mary's. They're calling contact against St. Mary's. Mystic will get a free kick from just about the 30-yard line. Sarenthra actually inside the 30-yard line, almost dead center. And he got too much foot into it. Wouldn't have been good for a field goal. He hit it off the goalpost, high over the net and out of play. So St. Mary's survived that potential scoring opportunity for Mystic. Headed again and headed back again. Oliveira hustles to keep it in. Sliding, Mystic Valley knocks it out. De Oliveira has it knocked out. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Coming from the near side. And do we have another timeout? Within 2 minutes of the last timeout, we got another timeout. 3:27 left. Mystic Valley leading at 1-0 here in the first half. Timeout down in the field. 3:27 left in this first half. St. Mary's with a corner kick coming from the near side. They would love to get a little momentum going into that second half. Coming from the near corner. They line drive it out in front. It gets knocked back. St. Mary's has another shot at it. They knock it up again. And coming out in the middle of white shirts, Sokolovic, the goaltender, just made sure he grabbed it and held on and booted it away past midfield. St. Mary's knocks it deep. Mystic Valley knocks it out. And Mystic Valley knocks it out again. St. Mary's trying to throw it in front. Mystic Valley knocks it away. And they knock it away again. They lost it out of play. Too many people out in front for that little pass to go through. They knock it deep. LeBron will track it down. Long Safong. Trying to take it down deep. Slid and lost it out of play. 2 minutes and counting left in this first half. Territorial-wise, it's been almost virtually even. Both teams have had it. And the other end, quite often. The difference is that little scrum out in front that Mystic Valley was able to score off of. 2-on-1, looking to walk in. They throw it back across, walking in. Gallego comes and makes the save. And they ran into the goaltender and knocked him down. They had 2-on-1, then they had 1-on-none. They walked in, he came out and challenged. He knocked it down, had it, and then knocked it away from the net. Great job by Gallego. This is only his second time starting. He's not the regular goaltender. He sort of got pressed into service. He's done a very nice job. That was great passing by Mystic. They had 2-on-1, then they had 1-on-none, and Gallego just came out and challenged and got a piece of it, knocked it down, and when he knocked it down, he also knocked it away, and they blew the whistle because the Mystic Valley player ran into the goaltender. So that would have been a huge goal for St. Mary's to give up with virtually very little time left. The Oliveira is still in control, trying to throw it in front. Couldn't get a shot on. They got a shot, but couldn't get it on net. They knock it deep. De Oliveira tried to tip it to the middle to himself, couldn't do it. Mystic Valley knocks it away and out of play. And they blow the whistle because that's the end of the half. So Gallego kept St. Mary's in it with that great save with under a minute left in the half. But the goal by Drejos, a scrum out in front, St. Mary's, Gallego made the save, another shot. The defense had to make the save because Gallego was out of the way after making the first save, and they put it right on the foot of Lucas Drejos, who had a wide open net, knocked it in, and that's the difference at halftime. Mystic Valley 1, St. Mary's nothing. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're getting set to start the second half. And maybe going left to right will be a little better for St. Mary's. Territorial-wise, it was almost a dead heat. Both teams had the ball on the other end. George was a step and a half away a couple of times. Sokolovic had to make a lot more saves, if you will. Some of them from long range. A couple of nice saves. A couple more than Gallego had to make. Gallego made one really nice one at the end of the half. 1-on-none. He came out and challenged and knocked the ball away, and that would have been a huge goal to give up with under a minute left in the half. So St. Mary's trailing 1-0. The officials getting set to give them the go-ahead. They'll put the ball down and they'll blow it and play and we'll get going. So 40 minutes of soccer left regulation for one of these two teams. One will move on and play for the Eastern Mass Championship with an eye towards the state championship. One will pack it in and get ready for college if you're a senior, whatever other sports you might play, basketball, hockey, indoor track, baseball. I don't know how many of these young guys do any more sports. Most of them, I think, just play soccer, so this would do it for them. Perez with a nice little shift. Conley with it. De Oliveira with a nice little shift. Mystic Valley breaks it up and knocks it out. O'Brien will take the quick throw in. They throw it to the middle of the field. Take the shot from long range. It goes wide right. It got tipped by Mystic Valley. So St. Mary's will get a corner kick. I think it's Mackey taking it. They got a head on it and they knocked it in. Thongs to Fong. Mackey took the kick. Thongs to Fong knocked it in. So we're dead even at 1. Broken up and taken away. Takes the shot. Good hard shot by De Oliveira. Sokolovic had to make a big time save. Let's see how much that goal pumps St. Mary's up. So St. Mary's gets the equalizer very quickly. LeBron knocks it deep. Mystic Valley will let it go into the St. Mary's bench area out of play. Perez's pass didn't put a lot on it, and it got picked off by Mystic Valley. But they knocked it out. They had to wait. The ball wound up back on the playing field, so they had to wait to get it out. Mystic Valley knocks it out. So Mike D'Agostino can breathe a little easier, not much, but a little. Knocked out by Mystic Valley. Couldn't get the shot off. There were too many bodies around. And now a nice little touch and takeaway by Mystic Valley. And we're going to whistle. Conley with a takedown. Mystic Valley fans were screaming. They didn't call it right away. Bodies go down. Mystic Valley comes away with it. Bodies go down again. They call St. Mary's. And they call Nguyen for the takedown. Ma taking the kick. Knocked away by St. Mary's. Can't clear it. St. Mary's knocks it away, and they knock it deeper. They get it upfield to De Oliveira. Back to LeBrun. De Oliveira looking for it. Wound up going down. Mystic Valley has to track it down. They gave it away. Shot just went wide. I don't know if the goaltender got a piece of it. Diego, from a very tough angle, came in looking for the far corner, and it just slid by, and they're saying the goaltender didn't touch it. So they almost gave that one away. He couldn't cut to the middle because the defense was catching up. He had to go in deep down the right side and didn't have a real good angle, but almost put it in anyway. Out off Mystic Valley. Head out again by Mystic Valley. From right in front of the St. Mary's bench. And they knock it out again. So progression down the line for the throw-ins to get a little bit deeper. And one of the St. Mary's players is coming off the field limping. I don't know if it's Niccolo or Perez. Out. St. Mary's thought they were going to get a corner kick, but they're not. They're calling it off St. Mary's. Pass broken up. St. Mary's takes it away. They throw it in front. Nice job by the goaltender. If that goes through, Longstafong is coming up behind them to head it in. St. Mary's will get the throw in. Free kick for Mystic. They knock it deep. Headed away. Knocked down. St. Mary's knocks it upfield. They wind up with it. They pop it up, looking for Longstafong. Swung and missed. He's an open net, and it's in. Longstafong scores. The goalie come out and couldn't get it. It got by him. And he tipped it. Defender trying to knock it out actually knocked it in. Longstafong had the break. The goaltender came out to try and knock down the angle. It went by him. Longstafong went by him. And when he threw it to the net, The defender coming full tilt to the net, tried to knock it away, but it bounced. He carried it into the net for the goal. Longstafong will get credit, and St. Mary's has grabbed their first lead at 2-1. So this might be the first time this year that Mystic Valley is playing from behind, at least in the second half. Perez knocked away from him from behind. Sokolovic will come out and he'll kick it away. Now he doesn't. He was going to throw it upfield. Now he kicks it upfield. I think the ball was going to go in anyway. The defender tried to keep it out, and when he slid, it deflected off the defender he just carried it into the net. He just completed the play, actually. But a great hustle by Longstafong. He got right on top of the goaltender. It got it by him, and then he had, again from a tough angle, but he had enough room to knock it into the open net, and that's just what he did. Longstafong's 2 goals have given St. Mary's a 2-1 lead. And they scored, they got none in the first 40 minutes. They get 2 in less than 10 in the second half. Pop straight up in the air. Knock loose. St. Mary's keeping it in. Mystic Valley trying to come back. Nice cut to the middle. Staying with the ball. Nice job by O'Brien to come up and knock it away. And they knock it very deep. They head it back to the goaltender. Good thing they got it right in his lap. There were a couple of white shirts all over him. Nguyen was one of those white shirts coming after him. Knocked out by Conley. And Mary's trying to kick it deep. It got deflected. And Mystic Valley takes it back. And Mary's takes it away. Full tilt down the far side. Cutting it back to the middle. Just broken up. Nice defense there. Perez breaks it up and takes it away. Perez wasn't taking any prisoners on that play. And he winds up getting the call. He went down. St. Mary's going to get a free kick from the 35-yard line. Dead center. Actually from the 36. They can certainly reach the net from here. They drill it. One hot with a couple of white shirts bearing down. Sokolovic makes the save and boots it high past midfield. Headed back, Mystic Valley picks it off. Deep down the near side. Conley was going to let it go out of play, but then he saw it wasn't going. So he tipped it back. Taken away nicely by Perez. LeBron pass picked off. LeBron slows the play down. They have to start all over again. Broken up by Quanley. He kept it in play. Trying to get around, and it gets knocked out. Good hustle by Matt Conley. Good play. Broke it up, kept it in, went downfield, and forced Mystic Valley to knock it out. St. Mary's makes a couple of substitutions. Mystic knocks it out again. Now they're calling it off St. Mary's. He tried to knock it deep. It got blocked. Knocked away from Perez. And then O'Brien with a nice defensive play. The Oliveira back to Thong. Knocked off his foot. And broken up nicely. Kevin Perez broke it up and it had it knocked away. Too deep. Mackey's there to knock it away. Broken up nicely by the defense. Perez gets it back. Nice little shift, gets him around. Knocks it deep. Down the far side. Mystic Valley will knock it out of play. St. Mary's will make another substitution. Pass picked off, and Mystic Valley starts it back the other way. Inadvertent trip, Thong. Now Thong knocks it loose, kicks it deep. St. Mary's looking for a break down the far side. Trying to cut it back to the middle. They take the shot, put it right in the middle of the net, and Sokolovic, who's been busy all night, had to take yet another hit as he took that right in the midsection. But he's been tough. He's been very good. St. Mary's takes it away again. Trying to tip it by. Mystic Valley breaks it up. Off the back foot and tipped away. It's been a while since Mystic Valley has been deep in the St. Mary's end. They haven't been down inside the 20 very often. And St. Mary's makes another substitution. Knocked out. They knock it deep and coming out near the 5-yard line. Goaltender Sokolovic wasn't taking any chances with a couple of white shirts coming to the net. Trying to get around Thongstafong and can't. And Thongstafong thought it went off Mystic Valley, but they're giving it to Mystic Valley. This is the deepest they've been in a while in the St. Mary's end. Throwing coming from down deep. With a little extracurricular activity going on in front of the net with everybody trying to jostle for position. Headed away nicely by St. Mary's. And then taken away by St. Mary's. Mystic Valley back checks and takes it away. From long range, wide right and out of play. That's the first shot they've got anywhere near the net, and we're just about halfway through this second half. Mackey knocked it out. Halfway through and counting the second half, 2-1 St. Mary's. Headed away by St. Mary's. And a knock deep by St. Mary's. Past midfield. They almost gave it away. They almost gave that away. Nguyen was a step away from, he knocked it, but then couldn't go get it. And they were able to get it back to the goaltender before St. Mary's could get breakaway. There were two players there. But Nguyen had the best chance. Down the far corner, trying to get around and walk in. Mystic took it away. St. Mary's trying to throw it to the net. It got blocked. Again, down that far side. And again, Mystic Valley knocked it out. They're giving St. Mary's a free kick. Not from the corner, but just about from the corner. Deflected all the way to the other side and out. St. Mary's will... I think they're getting another corner kick. This was going to be a throw-in. It went out on the side, didn't go out at the end line. They tip it around. Mystic takes it away. St. Mary's knocks it back. Pop in the air. Loose. Mystic Valley knocks it out. Now, I guess they said no, it goes to Mystic Valley. St. Mary's threw it in quickly, but they gave it back to Mystic Valley. Mackey slides, knocks it away. St. Mary's takes it away. And they're blowing the whistle saying it was out of play. And they're saying it was out of play off Mystic Valley. So I think St. Mary's going to break there. Now they're calling it a free kick, saying that Mystic Valley kind of grabbed or pushed, whatever, contact. Trying to tip it ahead, Mystic Valley trying to let it go out of play. And finally does. So just under 16 minutes, one tick under 16 minutes left in this Division 4 North Division Championship final. St. Mary's getting two here in the second half, overcoming a 1-0 deficit at halftime. They're leading Mystic Valley 2-1. We got a timeout down the field. As the teams come back on the field, 2-1 St. Mary's. 15:59 left in the game. Mystic Valley, the number 1 seed, having knocked off Austin Prep, and then Lynn Tech, and then New Mission. St. Mary's knocked off Rockport, Bishop Fenwick, their Thanksgiving Day rival, and a very good Burke team. They get it by, they keep it in. Still with it. Broken up by Perez. And Mackey knocks it away and out of play. And then Mackey knocks it out again. "25 minutes into this 40-minute second half. St. Mary's had bounced around a couple of times, and St. Mary's was able to knock it loose, and then Mystic Valley finally knocked it out. It was bouncing around out in front of the net. There was nothing but white shirts around it, but they couldn't get a foot on it. And then they finally did. Knocked it just slightly to the left, to the far post. And then Mystic Valley, trying to knock it back, knocked it out. So Mystic Valley came very close to tying the game up there. Trying to knock it deep, gets headed back by Mystic Valley. Blocked and out. Headed away by St. Mary's. Following Stefan, trying to knock it deep. Knocked it off his own player. He thought he knocked it off Mystic Valley till he realized the referee said no. St. Mary's takes it away. Good job by Nolan Perez. A little too much shake and bake. Trejo, who got the goal, was trying to fiddle and faddle in the corner, trying to get by, and Perez wouldn't let him. Perez finally took it away. Nguyen tips it ahead. And it'll go out off Mystic Valley. Mystic Valley fans are not as energetic as they were at halftime when it was 1-0. Stefan gets around. And trying to knock it upfield. St. Mary's takes it away. And then St. Mary's knocks it out. Nguyen's pass picked off. And Florence Stefan wound up tripping. He took down Ethan Nguyen. Nice job by Longstefan taking the ball away. And it wound up going off Longstefan. Ma will take the throw in from down deep. Everybody milling around the net. And he got it there. Headed away. They couldn't get the shot off. St. Mary's finally clears it away. And they knock it deep away. He got knocked again down in front. Nobody could get a piece of it. Laid there. Both coaches getting a few gray hairs. O'Brien thought he knocked it out off Mystic. Popped up again. Loose, still loose. It rolls in, and Gallego finally falls on it. Again, all around. Nobody could find it. It laid there. Everybody trying to get a foot on it. Everybody, St. Mary's pushing one way, Mystic Valley pushing the other way. And finally Gallego come out and took it away. So the last minute or two, Mystic Valley has come very close to tying it up. We'll have a substitution for both teams, as we now have 10 minutes left in regulation in this one. So now it's Mystic Valley trying to get the tying goal. It was St. Mary's through the first half. Nice takeaway by Kevin Perez. Nolan Perez will take the throw in. Longstefan trying to get around. 1-on-2. And it goes out off Longstefan. Nolan Perez knocks it upfield. Niccolo broken up. Niccolo battles to get it back. Bodies go down, no call. I don't know how that could not be a call on somebody. Everybody went down in that play. Now they're calling it against St. Mary's. And now we got a push-off, and St. Mary's player got knocked flat. And we got a yellow card coming up to Mystic Valley, I think. One official has back turn, didn't see it. Will the other official call it? They give him a yellow card. He was behind the play, had nothing to do with the play. Came up from behind, a two-hand shove knocked the St. Mary's player down. For no reason at all. They already got the call. The officials have been very iffy about what they're calling. People are getting knocked down, nothing. Nguyen with the kick, headed away by St. Mary's. They fan trying to kick it further. Now they knock it deep. It stays in play. Schofield tracks it down. They knock it deep. St. Mary's knocks it away. And then St. Mary's knocks it further away. And it goes out of play. Eight minutes and counting left in this one. St. Mary's leading it 2-1. Both their goals coming in the second half. St. Mary's pops it up. Niccolo gets it back. St. Mary's trying to knock it deep. In the middle, back checking nicely. Knocked it away. Mystic Valley fans screaming they wanted a takedown. They didn't get it. And that's been the way the game has gone. There are sometimes they're calling it, sometimes they're not. And St. Mary's seems now that they're looking to sit back and keep Mystic Valley off the scoreboard. High short kick. Mystic Valley tipped it ahead, picked off by St. Mary's. And St. Mary's knocks it deep. St. Mary's just trying to keep it out of their end. Almost tipped away by Flagstaff. They knock it deep, hustling to keep it in. St. Mary's blocks it. Mystic gets it back. And then St. Mary's knocks it high and out with 6 minutes and counting left in this one. It's amazing to me that I still don't understand this game totally, as you probably know. But if you get a yellow card and you're egregious enough to get a yellow card, but it's only egregious enough to keep you out of the game like 30 seconds. You don't even get, like hockey, you get 2 minutes. St. Mary's heads it away. Mystic Valley knocks it down. St. Mary's breaks it up and knocks it out of play. St. Mary's keeping everybody in tight, just trying to block Mystic Valley from scoring. Headed by the net. They threw it out in front. They got up, got a head on it, and tipped it wide left. A very good bid by Nate Nguyen. Mackey boots it deep. St. Mary's heads it away. St. Mary's did this the last game against Burke, leading 1-0, and went back in a little bit of a defensive shell. They take it away, they get by, and they blow the whistle for contact against St. Mary's. Ethan Nguyen with a chance from the 15-yard line. 4 minutes and counting left in this one. Good opportunity here for Nguyen. Headed away by St. Mary's. Knocked away by St. Mary's deep. It goes out of play. Knocked up field. It's going to go out of play. They bounce it off Mystic Valley. Nguyen thought he was going to get it. No way. Substitution for St. Mary's. We got 3 minutes and counting. St. Mary's holding on to a 2-1 lead. And just trying to run the clock out. They don't need any more goals. They're just trying to keep it in the Mystic Valley end, but they haven't been successful so far. Just Mackey knocking it high in the air, out of play. They got a head on it and knocked it wide, and then St. Mary's knocked it out. So Ethan Nguyen will get a corner kick coming from the far side as we got 2 minutes and counting left. They got the goaltender, everybody downfield for Mystic Valley. St. Mary's heads it away, out deep. The goaltender has to hustle to get back. They knock it deep down the other end, and he has to go get it. St. Mary's they had it where they want it. Now they have it where they want it. Back in the Mystic Valley end with time winding down. And the goaltender knocks it out of play. A break for St. Mary's. They'll get the throw in and keep it in the Mystic Valley end. Closing moments in this one. The winner is the Division 4 North champion and moves on to the Eastern Mass Final. They throw it deep. The horn sounds, and St. Mary's is going to win it. They get their 19th win to go 19-2-2. They fell behind 1-0 in the first half. A scrum out in front. They had 2 shots. The second one was blocked by a defender out in front, right onto the foot of Lucas Drahos, and he knocked it home, and Mystic Valley had a 1-0 lead. They come out in the second half very quickly. A corner kick by Mackey. Thongstafong went up and headed it in to tie it just about a minute and a half into the second half. And it wasn't long after that Thongstafong beat the goaltender to the ball. He tipped it by him from a tough angle in the end zone to the right side. Threw it. It was going to go in the far corner. The defender sliding, trying to knock it out, actually helped it into the net. Thongstafong got credit for the goal. He gets both of them. And St. Mary's picks up their 19th win. They fell behind. First time that I know of that they were losing at halftime. They come out with 2 big second-half goals, both by Joseph Thongstafong, one off a nice corner kick from Mackey, and his 2 goals are the difference. So St. Mary's, the number 2 seed, knocks off the number 1 seed. The goaltender, Nicholas Sokolovic, was outstanding for Mystic Valley, and St. Mary's fans had a few palpitations at the end because they did what they did against Burke. They sat back playing defense, trying to just knock the ball out of their end, and they kept knocking it away and didn't bother trying to score any more goals, although they came close on a breakaway once. But Mystic Valley had a couple of opportunities. A couple of headers just went wide, but it wasn't. They couldn't knock it home. Balls were laying in front of the net that nobody could get a foot on. One of them, Gallego, finally grabbed it and held it off. And St. Mary's out-muscles Mystic Valley. 2 goals by Thongstafong is the difference. St. Mary's 2, Mystic Valley 1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.